She's a reflection of the struggle I've seen. Save the girl in the mirror, she's in trouble. Either you sit and watch her suffer, or it's time to get into some trouble. 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 It's time to get into some trouble. 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 It's time to get into some trouble. What you did, what you said, what you know or think you are. Where you been, how you feel, what you think about the things you saw. How you gonna deal with this world? Well, it's time to peel the layers back, girl. 'Cause nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows but me. And a bitch in the mirror 'cause she troubled. She's a reflection of the struggle I've seen. Save this mirror 'cause she troubled. Oh, you can't sit and watch her suffer. It's time to get into some trouble. Trouble, 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 trouble. It's time to get into some trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. I'm trouble. It's time to get into some trouble.
Ooh. Not it's all foggy. What is this? Let me see. It's all foggy. Foggy, foggy, foggy. But hey, moments most times. Okay. All right. That's probably. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. Hey, what's up? It's your girl Tony Dominique. And I'm so excited that you are here, aka I'm Celebrity ATL, the original showstopper. And welcome to the Tiger Team on Tiger Town and all that wonderful good stuff. I have some wonderful young ladies that are coming in to talk to me. So let me go ahead and pull them up, y'all. Y'all go ahead and hold on one second. Let's grab these ladies. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Hey, Jamie. How are you? Give me just a second. I'm about to grab the ladies for the pink table talk. Y'all hold on one moment.
They say trouble don't last always. I know they lie 'cause I've seen my share of these hard times. And even in better days, I can rewind in my mind and easily revive. Like, ooh, nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Can you hear me?
Nobody knows.
Just want to
but
make
me.
sure.
Bitch in the mirror 'cause she trouble. She's a reflection of the struggle I've seen. Save
sure
the
my
girl in the
voice is not in
mirror,
the
she's in
video.
trouble. Either you sit and watch her suffer, or it's time to get into some trouble. Trouble,
All right.
trouble, trouble. It's time to get
I got my ladies in the building. How y'all doing, ladies?
What's up, guys?
How y'all doing? Are y'all having a good day?
Yeah, today was pretty decent. I did a lot of content creating today, which I usually don't do.
You did a lot of content creating because that's something you don't do?
No, I don't.
What made you
But
stop?
yeah, because I usually, you know, Tony, I'm usually like ripping and running and like more focused on my clients. But I got so many new contracts for myself, so I actually have to promote some product now.
Got you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Oh,
Mhm.
there she go. We can barely hear you. Can y'all hear her?
Me?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hi.
How you doing? How y'all doing? All right, we got a couple of people in the chat. I'm gonna let y'all know how it goes. Some have been on the show before, aka Larissa. So we already know how it goes, ladies. I'm gonna let y'all get a little rundown of how they go. This show is running live, so there are people that can see you. It is running live on Twitch and on TonyDominique.net. If anybody that you know or anybody that just watches my stream or that I know happens to have a Twitch, they can comment on the chat. You ladies can't see the chat because y'all are on Zoom, but unless y'all are just watching me on Twitch as well. But anybody asking questions or comments or anything in the chat, I will read them out to you ladies and let y'all know what the people are saying if they have any comments or dialogue that they want to add to what we're saying. Also, this is a very interactive chat. So these people here can use their points for watching my stream or pay certain amounts for me to do silly things. The theme of my show is Tiger Town. And so they can ask me to put on tiger ears. They can ask me to talk ghetto for 5 minutes. They could ask me to drink water. They could just ask me to do random stuff, okay? Like, so if y'all see me do something crazy, then that's why. Chances are somebody came in. Also, people can start following, so I may start shouting at people that starts following or subscribes to the channel. And other content creators on Twitch can bring their audience in as well. If they're ending their stream and they want to share their audience with me, they can what is called raid my channel with their audience. So I will shout them out as well. So I don't want y'all to think like, oh, she rude. She just talking to random people. That is what will happen if it happens during the stream. Okay. Cool. Everybody cool. Everybody cool. So first, I want to let y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves. We're gonna start with Larissa. Since you have already been here, go ahead and introduce yourself. Let them know who you are once again. Also, love your hair.
Thanks. I tried something different. I absolutely hate it. If you would like to come over and help me take it down,
It's
open
cute.
invitation, open invitation to the world. So my name's Larissa. I don't do anything special like these beautiful ladies. I consider myself to be a food. So I may make like a TikTok or a reel here and there going around Metro Atlanta and nearby cities to eat. Um, that's me eating food.
That is something important. You are a foodie content creator. That's very important. All right, we're gonna go to Dr. San.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. Sayan or Dr. Cassandra Parks Evans, and I own a company here in Metro Atlanta called Let's Learn Love.
Okay. And Miss Kim Dillinger.
What's up, guys? I'm Kim Dillinger. I am the Vice President of Management for my company on 3rd Avenue. And I guess you guys can say I'm like an influencer, something like that. But I am more catered to management, helping other creatives reach their goals.
By the way, I want to tell you that you are sideways on
Yeah, I
the
did
stream.
like that because I thought you guys would all be on your computer so I can see everyone at the same time.
Oh, got you. Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, got you. Okay. All right, just want to let you know that you are sideways. But
Mhm.
if you're okay with it, I'm okay with it.
No, I can turn it. I can turn it.
Hey, Money Matt, welcome to the chat. How are you? How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. All right, ladies in chat. The topic today is, of course, are people dating for marriage or moments? And I've sent you ladies the videos that kind of stem this conversation Um, and it was an interesting topic because it's something that we talk about a little bit, and everybody kind of has a little opinion on each side of it. But it's still an interesting topic because, especially if you live in Atlanta, where I live, where there's 3,759 things to do, as well as just it's just a party scene in itself. You could easily be put in a we just out for moments category while you might be coming down here trying to meet your the one. So first, we're gonna come around. I want each and every one of y'all to tell me when you first saw the video, or when you think about what the two of them were saying. Chat, y'all haven't seen the video. We may play it at the end. I don't know. Stay tuned. ... When you think about what they were saying as it relates to marriage as it relates to dating for marriage or moments, what was the first thing that came to your mind? And anybody can answer in no particular order.
I think a lot of the information was true or consistent. I mean, times have changed. Marriage is just not marriage like it was like when our parents or grandparents were coming in. So I'm indifferent about it, I think.
Okay.
Well, I think that
because I was married, so.
Okay.
Well, I was just going to say that I think that it's the how you establish the relationship or the friendship in the beginning. If you're going to date for just moments, then that is what needs to be expressed. I don't think there's anything wrong for dating for moments, especially since if you're in a process of trying to know yourself, know what you want out of a relationship, and know what exactly you're wanting to, what kind of lifestyle you want to live. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but I think it's something that needs to be discussed up front.
Okay. All right. All right. And Miss Dillinger, that leaves you.
I'm not gonna answer. I was already married, going through a divorce. Yeah, so
Do you currently date?
I can't even say it's dating. I have more of business relationships.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not dating. It's more of I meet guys that want to invest into my company, and we just really talk business, like everything is business related. I guess you could call it dating because we have dinner with other people, but we're not alone. So
I don't
yeah,
know
I'm
that
not in
that would
that
be
space
considered
yet.
a date per se. If it's
Yeah,
specifically business, I mean it would be a business date or dinner or business lunch, but
yeah,
I don't know that it would be a date in the sense of romantic feelings.
yeah. I'm not in that space yet. I'm gonna give myself maybe another 2 years before I even probably get back into like the dating pool. Like I've been married for 4.5 years. I was with my soon-to-be ex-husband for 7.5, almost 8 years. I'm 38-year-old, and I've known him since I was 15. He was basically like my best friend. So I'm not ready to even date, to even consider to date, to even think about dating, to even get married again, honestly, because my marriage was a shit show. So I'm doing Dillinger for a few years.
Okay. I am gonna tell you if Dr. Sand doesn't mind, I am gonna tell you that Dr. Sand is an actual love coach doctor. And she does really have a company. So if you are in the chat and you do have any questions, maybe she might answer them for you. This might be a moment, you know what I'm saying? If not, then you got to go to her website and book a consultation and pay the fee. I'm just saying, just gonna throw that out there for y'all. If y'all got some questions that y'all want to ask, maybe she might answer. She probably ain't gonna give you the, oh, you paid for this answer, but she might give you an answer that, well, at least, she may give you the free clinic answer. Okay.
Hold on. I might need Dr. Sand to answer my question. Dr. Sand, hold on, wait a minute. Okay, so since my marriage was a shit show, right? Do you think I should be going back out there and dating? Like, I've been separated a year. Our marriage will be finalized on Monday. Thank you, God, Jesus, because my ex-husband was trying to find millions of ways not to sign this paper. I literally gave him everything. I started my life over, right? From scratch, left ATL, went back to New York City, but now I'm between New York and LA. Like, should I be dating again?
Well, do you feel like you're ready? That's the number one question. Do you feel like you're ready? Are you ready to put up with the bullshit of dating? Because there's dating and dating is it can be rough, you know, and we have to learn how to navigate through dating. So if you're ready to navigate through it, yes. But you if you're working on yourself, that's always a no. You know, my thing is when you come to a relationship, you should be um complete. You know, people always say, oh, so and so completes me, but that's not necessarily the case because you don't want anybody to complete you. You want them to compliment you. So if you feel like you can compliment somebody right now in a dating situation, then you should go for it. But if you feel like you're still learning you're learning your boundaries, if you're learning about what you like about marriage or dating or relationships, then I'd say keep trying to find that out first before you actually go into the dating pool.
Right. For me, I'm no doctor, y'all. Not a doctor at all. But I always like to think when it comes to dating, for me, if I am emotionally available and if the person is also emotionally available, because there's nothing worse than trying to fix yourself while trying to learn someone else. That's a lot of stuff to carry. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have up days, you're gonna have down days. And not saying that you won't have that when you're, finally decided to date, but it's a little bit easier after you have learned to deal with your up and down days for yourself, that you can now be like, okay, I'm not feeling this way. So now I can communicate it. Cause when you're broken, you really can't communicate your feelings that well. Cause your emotions are just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You're happy, you're sad, you're crying, you're mad, you're angry. You trying to date somebody, just trying to call you and say, hey, beautiful, how you doing? You like, I just, and he's like, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? But you really don't even know why you mad. You just woke up on a Tuesday just not feeling it today. So I say emotional availability is top tier on my need to date list.
I love what you said, Tony and Sen. Like, I don't think I'm ready. Like, I honestly, after everything that you guys just really said, I like the being alone thing. Like, I like the freedom of no one calling me and harassing me and me just focusing on work and my kids. That's it. Like, honestly, like, I don't think I'm ready for another guy to be in my space. And I've never lived alone before, right? And my daughter's in college right now, and then my son is getting ready to go to college next year. And it's going to be that break there where I'm going to have to live alone, right? And I want that moment before I even get into a situation with someone else, because when I get into relationships, it never just be like a relationship. It's like a long relationship from my kid's father until now. Like, I've never had like a real single girl moment. I went from being in a relationship in high school, having my kids, my kid's father passed away, met my third kid, my youngest son's father, got with him, moved him in with me, had a whole relationship, left him, probably had a year of a break, end up dating my soon to be ex-husband. There's like no Kim time. It's dating, relationship, kids. Where's Kim? Where do Kim fit in the picture? And now that I have that moment, I'm starting to realize I kind of like this thing of just me just focusing on me.
Well, that sounds like you answered your own question. sound like you answered your own question. Larissa, gonna ask you a question.
Present.
So you are out and about, going state to state, locally here in the ATL, going from restaurant to restaurant and everything. Um, I know you see a lot of people out on dates, and I'm sure you may have went on a date or two yourself. What do you feel the dating scene is currently like?
So I'm sure we all heard the statement that the dating scene has, or the dating pool has pee, poop, whatever word that they can come up with. I truly, wholeheartedly believe it. I'm probably the youngest on the panel, the one without the children, and dating is just not, it's not where it's supposed to be. So with that being said, I do see people out on dates. Usually one of the two people involved in the date don't look like they're even mentally there. They're physically there, but not mentally there. Um, you know, people have turned into serial daters, right? So you may go on a date with John tonight. Next Tuesday, it's Bob. Next Wednesday, it's Fred. So I just think that the dates that are occurring aren't the best dates. I'm in a popular group on a social media site where people actually do date reviews, and it's not too common to see a good date review. Nevertheless, dates are happening, they're just not successful, quote unquote, or moving into the right direction.
I need to get in this group because I need them on the show because I want to do a show about bad dates. So I'm going in that group. Um, so we have a question in the chat. It says, I meet a lot of men who are freshly out of relationships but seem to be attracted to their daughters and so protective and secretive. Is that the norm on the dating scene? I'm 43. I'm going through a divorce of 20 years of marriage. Is that so?
They're into their daughters. They're
Like dads with daughters. So I'm gonna be honest, Jamie, before the professional answers, because I'm never supposed to answer after the professional. Once the professional puts the stamp on it, that is it. No, I'm joking. I'm just messing with you, saying, because I play too much. But I will say, like, for me, and this is not a professional experience, this is specifically my own personal preference. A lot of times I would not date men with daughters, and it may be my toxic trait. I don't know. I broke that, obviously, but for the longest time I would not date men with daughters, and it could be for that same reason, because a father typically puts his daughter first in all situations. And I just couldn't fathom myself being with a man that didn't put me first. Like, how dare, yes, I know you have a child, but when that child grow up, she gonna go with her husband and you still stuck with me. Like, what you gonna do then? You know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you, the audacity of you not putting me first. Now, we gonna both care for her, of course, but I'm first in this. And so I had the hardest time, and I still struggle with it a little bit, with dating men with daughters. So that might be a thing. I don't know.
I try to avoid men with children altogether, to be honest, but I also don't have children, so.
Okay.
Now, what I would say is this. I actually encourage women to date guys with daughters, and I tell you why, because they usually know how a woman's mindset is, or they're learning a woman's mindset because of their daughter. You know, usually it's a give and take situation, meaning that you give them information about their daughter and they usually, most of the time, accept it, but they tend to treat you a little bit differently because they understand that you're in a nurturing type of way because you're a woman. So they're usually a little bit kinder, a little bit sweeter, but that doesn't necessarily go across the board for all cases, of course. So that is one thing that you have to be considerate of. And not only that, um, the old adage is, I like to tell people, is when it comes to dating a man with a daughter, does he treat you like how he would treat his daughter? And if he treats you in a respectful manner, then you know that it's pretty good to go. But if you see him being disrespectful, being rude in restaurants, all the little signs, those red flags, quote unquote, that we see, then you know that it can be a different situation, and that is something that you may consider on, not going out again.
Mm.
Okay. Jamie, does that help you out a little bit? Does that give you the clarification that you need in that sense of it all? Hopefully it does. Hopefully it does. Um, and let's go with the vice versa. We know, Larissa, that you don't have any children, so this question may not necessarily apply to you. But the other two young ladies, one is married and one is celebrating a divorce. Um, but she was married, and they both have kids. Cassandra, do you have kids?
Yes, I have two.
Okay.
Well, five total now, but yes, I have children.
Okay. I thought so,
Nice.
but I wanted to make sure. I was like, wait a minute, do she have kids? I think she do. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Since y'all have kids, and I know Cassandra, you are recently married, and Kim, I imagine that when you start back dating again, this will be something to consider. Um, how hard is it on the dating scene with dating with children for women?
It's very rough. And this is a personal opinion, not quote unquote professional. This is what I call the Decatur Sand version of me. Um, it's really hard, trying to balance school with them, activities that they have. And one guy that I was dating before I actually got with my husband got mad because I have a special needs child. And at the time, he was, going through one of his issues, and I couldn't make it on a date one time. And I had to call and cancel. And he was pissed about it. I was like, why are you pissed about it? I told you, the situation and this, that, and the other. Well, I just thought it was disrespectful. You thought it was disrespectful that I chose to help my son through a crisis and not necessarily come on a date? So I knew right then that I didn't have to deal, or I wasn't going to deal with that no more. But it's very difficult, trying to maneuver it all. But that's where you finding out what you actually want in a relationship and having a guideline for you or a relationship vision for you where that comes in, because you're not finding out or sorting through what you want, what you don't want. You kind of have an idea of what you want, and if somebody's crossing that boundary, then you know that you're not going to be dealing with them. It's when you have children, your time is limited. So you need to maximize the time that you have. And the person that you're dating needs to understand that you have children, and not saying that your children come first all the time, but a majority of your time is going to be taking care of them and being a parent that you need to be.
Okay.
And I guess it's my turn, right? Honestly, even before I got with my soon-to-be ex-husband, my biggest thing was always asking God to pair me up with a guy that already has children, because I just don't want to deal with me having to explain, like, listen, I got to go over here with my kids, and like I got to take care of this. I just didn't want to deal with that. So if the guy automatically did not have a kid, my answer was always no, because he's never gonna understand what I need to do personally on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't work out for me. And I feel like when I start dating again, it's going to be the same thing, but the guy's going to have like kids that are like grown, basically like my kids, right? That are in college and can handle their own. So eventually, if we decide that we're going to be together forever, and if we do decide that we're going to get married, then we can have another kid together, right? That way we can join the family and solidify each of us together. But I'm never going to date a guy who does not have kids. He's never going to be on the same page as me.
Got you. And we have in the chat, it says Jamie added to her comment saying even meeting the daughters is like pulling teeth. Hi Snelsy, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Jamie, I would say, one, as a mom with kids, nobody meets my children. Not one single soul. Like, at all. Nobody. Matter of fact, you might not even know I got kids for an extended period of time. If I can't go somewhere, if I gotta cancel it, I got something to do. Sorry. If that make you feel some type of way, I'm a tourist. That sounds personal. Okay. However, like, I'm very protective of kids, and in this particular world, you have to be very protective of your kids. When women tell me, they meet, I've had women tell me, "Oh, I'm going on a date. It's our first date, and I ain't got no babysitter, so I'm taking my kids." I'd be like, I be judging. You're not supposed to judge, but I'm judging because
I'm judging.
you don't know if that person, and this is for men and women, you don't know if that person is a serial killer. You don't know if that person is a child molester. You don't know, like, it's just too much unknown information for kids to be coming up in the beginning stages. In responding to you, if that man wants to take 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, however long it takes for him to know that you're the person he really wants to be with, I don't think I would blame him for that. Because nothing is worse than, okay, you met Sally this month. Okay, now you done met Mary that month. Okay, well, I'm talking to Jamie for 6 months, but Jamie, you know what? It's really not working out. So now I'm talking to Barbara, and it's not, and all these people are just meeting my daughter. It just doesn't look, it just doesn't set a good foundation for her. So I don't think I would take an offense if I'm not meeting his daughter. And then you also have to consider the daughter's mother. Like, he's not a parent by himself. You have some angry mothers out there who are like, don't put my child around nobody. And guess what? If he want to keep the peace, all right, my child ain't got to meet nobody. And that's something you got to deal with when you're dating people with children. There's another parent, unless the parent has passed, heaven forbid. But if they haven't, then there's another parent that has a say so, a semi say so, and what is put into that child and who really can interact with that child if that's something that they do in that relationship. So I don't think I'm gonna take offense to not being able to meet his kids. Matter of fact, I don't even want to meet your kids. I need to feel like I like you. I don't want to, because I get attached to kids. And sometimes you done fell in love with the kid. The man or woman is really on that BS, but you like, dang, but I really love the kid. Now you stuck another 4, 5, 6 months because you can't detach from the kid. Girl, enjoy dating that man, and the kid will come later once y'all have solidified what y'all trying to do.
And
I agree with you, Tony, on that, because my mom, I have never, still till this day, my mom has never ever brought a guy into our home that was not our father. Never. Like, when my mom even says she's dating, we're like, it's a joke. Like, where's this guy? He's like a mystery man. She never brings a guy because my mom has 4 girls. So she's very protective, because exactly what you're saying. You don't know if the guy is a molester, he's a serial killer. You don't know what this guy is. So you don't want to bring anyone around your children. You have to, it takes a very long time for a parent to really say, hey, this is my daughter, this is my son. Because then, like you said, there's the attachment. And then if things don't work out and you get attached to the kids, it's kind of like you're breaking up with the kids more than you're actually breaking up with the person that you're dating.
Yeah. She says, Cassandra, before you answer, she says she has a 15-year-old son at home. He has no problem going on weekends with his dad and his significant other, but withdraws when I try and introduce him to someone I like. Just want to add that in while you about to gather your answer.
Well, it's different for sons and mothers. Sons are very protective of their mothers. I have 2 boys, and my oldest, with my husband now, Tony, my husband, his personality, how he is.
Yes.
They didn't really get along. They kind of clashed at first because my son is very reserved. He's like, what are you doing here? How are you with my mom? But at the time, my son was 15. So it had been, us for a while. And, when I started dating my husband, I had been divorced about 5 years. So, that 5 year period, he had grew up, became a quote unquote young man and things like that. So he was really protective about me. And I can understand that. But I never brought a lot of the guys that I was dating home anyway, because the factors that we all discussed earlier, the whole trying to feel them out, see how they were going. And plus at the time, I wasn't looking for anything permanent. I was the one that was dating just for a moment. I wasn't dating for marriage. And I was telling guys that, and they kind of got an attitude, because it's almost like, you beat them to the punch, and that was what they wanted to do. Instead, I came out first and said that. But I had so much going on. I knew I was finishing school. I was trying to figure out who I was out of this divorce, trying to raise kids. So it got to be a little hectic. But I did actually have my son end up meeting, my significant other now. About 6 to 7 months into the situation. And like I said, it was rocky at first, but it of course smoothed out at the end. Now, he's in his man circle, so to say. He agreed. We talked about that a couple of days ago. If he needs advice or anything, he feels like that my husband is one of the people that he can go to and talk to. But on the flip side, I wanted to say this about the daughter real quick. Um, I have a client to this day that her dad was a serial dater. He was bringing all these women home and everything like that. And it gave her a complex, because a lot of girls look up to their fathers and, that daddy's girl situation. And she felt like that when it came to dating a guy, that she was replaceable.
Mm.
So it damaged her self-esteem and her self-worth. And that's what we're building and working on now, in the dating scene, because she felt like that, nothing was going to be permanent, you know, everything was going to be fleeting. So that's how she carries herself in every little relationship that she gets into now. She feels like, it's not going to be permanent, and she does things to self-sabotage herself. So, that's another good reason why, if you're a male or you're even a woman, that you look at what your parents or your dad did, because that has a large effect on your relationships as well.
I will say, not what you saying that about your client is that I know I have a friend that we had a discussion, and one of his comments was that he feels that everybody in the world is shareable. And he's like, and it's mainly because he's like, the women that come and that approach me are married women, you know what I'm saying, or they're in a relationship, or they got something going on. So in his mind, when he thinks about dating for marriage, it's like, okay, I spent all this time trying to invest in people, and okay, I find the one that I think, I could marry. How I know she's not gonna cheat on me? Because women are doing it all the time. Men are as well. It's not gender specific. Cheating is not gender specific, but in his mind, he's like, why would I date for marriage if we all just gonna cheat anyway?
Right. And that's something that he needs to, really go and talk to somebody about. Shameless
He probably
plug.
not gonna do that.
But it we don't realize too, the situations that we have when we have children and we date and we bring these people around, whether we're male or female, have a big effect on our children. They have a huge effect on our children. So, if you're a mom and you're dating a guy and you're like, well, what kind of men are you bringing home? And then it becomes a character issue between you and your child, because if your child sees you bring somebody home that they know isn't shit, basically, they're gonna like, what's wrong with her? Why does she, why she keep lowering her standards? And then they start a factor of respect for you.
Larissa, I want to ask you, since you did mention that when you date, you try to make it a point to not date men with children, period. Now, the way you said it means that you have at one point dated somebody with children.
Yes.
And I want to ask you, what is, besides the fact that you don't have kids, what would be a reason you wouldn't want to date a man with children?
I enjoy a lifestyle of get up and go. I find that, and this is me, I find that some men who
Yeah, you
have
do be gone.
children, I find some men that do have children are not just able to get up and go. They always have to think about, the kids, what the mom's going to think, that kind of thing. Now, I'm not talking about get up and go, like move to a new city every 6 months, but today's what, Thursday evening, I might say, hey, Friday after work, I'm going to get on the highway and drive to Tennessee. Like that kind of get up and go. So I find that some men with children aren't able to do that, which is understandable. I also am not good with like parental situations. I mean, I've had close friends, I've had to go through the whole child support, parental situations with them through court. And I don't get it. Again, you run into the bitter baby mamas who are mad about everything. I mean, I've done nothing to this lady but tried to love her child, and she's mad at me because I'm with the father. I just don't have time for that kind of things. I mean, it's not something that I bring to the table, so I try to avoid tables that have it. Of course, the proper man out there for me may have 5 kids already. Will I ever find them? We don't know. But yeah, dating people with children and you don't have children, you don't understand a lot of situations. I've found for me it doesn't work. So I try to skip the table with children. I try.
Okay, we got Smelty. I'm gonna call you Elsie. I'm taking the S part off. Elsie. That's gonna be your new name. Well, I mean, not your new name because it's your name, but you get the point. Uh, she says, I feel like if we ever get a divorce, because she's married, y'all. If we ever get a divorce, I'm dating for moments. I feel like I've been married and it's like I've signed up to be a house slave, low key. LOL sounds good. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, okay, that's a topic to kind of add to the dating for moments in marriage, because when you do get into marriage, we talked last pink table talk, the discussion was, are women getting tired of doing things for men? And, it stemmed from the lady on social media saying she may be single forever. She really don't care because she tired of doing things men benefit from marriage more than women. She don't want to have to cook every day if she's been working. She don't want to have to clean the house every day if she's been working. She don't want to have to help you make your doctor's appointments when you need to be a fully functioning adult to keep your own calendar, make your own stuff, like be an adult to do and be capable of taking care of yourself. And she finds that a lot of men aren't able to do that. They're looking for a mother figure to come into their household and kind of help them hold their household together, other than two people holding it together. So, Cassandra, have you ever been divorced before? I'm all in your business.
Yes.
All in her business, y'all.
That's all right.
I be in the business.
I'm an open book. I am an open book. I don't care.
So
Yes, I have.
So I will ask you and Kim, have y'all ever had those moments where y'all felt like y'all were married into a slave that would give y'all, like, heaven forbid, because you and your husband, Sandra, y'all are perfect together. But if ever, because, sometimes marriage, perfect start don't mean a perfect finish. But, I'm not wishing that on you. I want y'all to stay together forever and ever and ever. But if ever, do you feel that you'd be like, okay, I'm done with marriage? And Kim, I feel like you kind of tapped on it a little bit. You like, where's Kim time? Like, I feel like if you started dating for moments would be more of your style until you was like, okay, I done wild out enough. Let me calm down.
Yeah, I think, you know what? When we went through the pandemic, it just right. And I'm like, I do wardrobe. I have a management company and I get up every day. The kids are there. So it's breakfast, it's lunch, it's dinner, right? But my ex-husband, he cooks. He's a very good cook. I would rather him cook than me, honestly. I'm more of the girl, I need to have a private chef, right? Which
Me
kind of,
too.
we could say that he was. But I do the breakfast, the lunch, and sometimes I do dinner. And I felt like I didn't have time for myself, because when I'm doing that, then I'm doing the laundry. And then it's like I need to go to the store. I need to get this. And if he needs a drink, he's frustrated. And I'm making sure there's a drink for him to drink. And if I'm sick, literally the only person that's taking care of me who can't even function is the damn dog. Why is the dog in the bed with me? Why are you not in the bed with me? I'm throwing my guts out. Like, I just went out. I'm drinking so much. I'm entertaining at the house. I have my family members there. And you only can do like the bare minimum. You're only worried about yourself. And then when I do go out, you feel entitled to go to the places that I'm invited to. And it's not that I don't want him there, right? But it's my business. I'm at work. That's work mode, right? And I need to separate that. And it caused a lot of confusion in between us, to the point our divorce, me wanting a divorce, actually happened after I went to Stacy Mack, who is Polo G's mom, her birthday party. That's where everything just went up in smoke. Literally, like 2 weeks before my birthday, everything went up in smoke. And I literally just, my daughter graduated, what, 4 days before my birthday. And we flew to New York. We flew back to New York. We flew to New York City because they were going to school in New York at the time. And we moved back to Atlanta when the pandemic happened. And I made a conscious decision that, you know what, I had enough of this. Like, this is not going to work for me. Like, the vision that I have for my life, we're not on the same page. I am not going to be at your beck and call. I'm not going to have to go out and be nervous that you might pop up to something. Or if I take you out to something, I have to worry about if you're going to get upset, you're going to get angry because you want me to do this, or you want me to look a certain way, or you don't want me to dress like that. But I'm in media, so it's a different story for me. So guys, I never went back home. It's a year later. I never went back home. I just said, to hell with everything.
I'm going to say that if I was married to you, I'm automatically asking to be the plus one too, because you go to like some awesome places. Like, now I ain't going to be acting up because, you know, I got class. I'm a lady, okay?
That's right.
But you definitely taking me as a plus one. Like, when you were at the BET Awards, let me not be the plus one. Like, what?
But Tony, I've done that with him. It was a whole Bulgari event.
I'm the
I
plus
took
one.
him to a Bulgari event, and he did, like, first of all, he came home from work, and I'm like, do you want to go with me? And he's like, no. And I'm like, okay, just drop me off. And now he's in his work clothes because he's logistics on the production side of things. And we show up to this Bulgari event, and his office was in the same neighborhood that the event is happening. So he already knew what was happening in the area. And I get into the event now, and now he realized that this is big, it's major, because he doesn't pay attention to that stuff, right? And I'm like, yo, Bulgari is like one of the most expensive jewelry you can probably never afford, okay? Honestly. And I get there, and I'm in there, and 20 minutes later, I'm standing at the bar waiting on my drink, and who do I see behind me? My friend is like, someone is staring at you real hard. It's him. Like, you could have got dressed, came with me to the event. Why are you being a weirdo? Why are you popping up
You were
after?
supposed to have a suit
And
in the
then
car for
I
him.
can't
You
even
knew he was
hug
going to be there.
people. I can't. It's like if you were a guy and you're like, oh my God, Kim, I haven't seen you in a while, and I give you a hug, there's an issue. I can't be with someone like that. I'm in media. People are going to hug me. People are going to have conversation with me. And a lot of them are going to be men. I'm not an ugly girl. Like, let's be honest with that. And he knows that. We grew up together. He knows. He's been chasing me since we were 15. And then you finally get me, and then boom, up in smoke. Thank God I didn't have a kid, guys. We just got a dog.
Cassandra, would you say you have had any of those moments where you felt like you were enslaved to marriage?
Yeah. There's times where as a woman, you feel like that you're doing a little bit more than your spouse. But that's where that whole compliment thing comes in. A lot of men look for completion. I need somebody to help me do this. I need somebody to help me do that. Instead of, being stable on their own and having somebody compliment them. Like our household is totally upside down because I'm always out, I'm doing stuff. He's, kind of low key in the background, but he understood that coming into the game. So what ended up happening was he kind of took the role of, just doing untraditional
Support
things.
husband.
Yeah, but he still has his thing. Don't get me wrong. He has a whole business that he runs as well. But, we learn to kind of complement each other instead of complete each other. So that's the most important thing. That's why it's important to know who you are and have your shit together while you're dating. I'm sorry, my dog.
It's okay. Every now and
Fine.
then, Paris likes to make herself known as well. And I think we all have a dog here.
Right.
Larissa dog don't like me, but it's okay. We working on our relationship. Bit by bit, little by little, we working on it. But every time I come to her house, the dog be like, "Why you here?" Every time. Not even a hello, just attitude. As soon as I step across the threshold of the door, attitude.
My dog will be 11 this year. If she wants to have all the attitude in the world, she can have it. I told her the other day if she gives me 20 years, she don't owe me shit.
Okay.
I love that, Larissa.
Okay. That's fine. Because, I don't care if people have attitude. I'm a bully. I'm a bully. I'm going to make you love me. Make you love. And the dog be mad. And I be like, what? What are we doing? Like, I be all in its face. She be like, ugh, I don't like you. We got Smelty with, when you're married, how do you function as a team when you don't see eye to eye on everything?
You can't.
You have to fight fair and communicate well.
Ugh.
A lot of people, they communicate to answer the question. They don't communicate to hear. And that's an issue. So therefore, when you do that, it's going to cause conflict. So when you fight fair, one of the things that I say when you fight fair is that you have to, if you come to someone with an issue, you better come with a solution, because that starts a talking point. You can't just go to somebody and say, I have an issue. I don't like the way that you wash dishes. The next question usually is going to be, well, how do you want me to wash the dishes? I don't know. I just don't like the way that you wash dishes. You can't come to somebody like that because you're already coming off sideways as it is. So if you don't like something or how somebody's doing it, then you need to come with a way that you would suggest. And then that gives the person an understanding of maybe what you're talking about. If that's the case, then you say, okay, well, you don't like the way I wash the dishes and I like doing them like this. That starts a talking point. So when you come to somebody, no matter if it's no matter what type of relationship, it could be a work relationship, can you do such and such because it helps me be more productive? You have to come with a solution. Don't just come with a problem.
Money Matt. Hey, Money Matt. He is like, Money Matt is my number one supporter. He is awesome.com, y'all. He said he has not dated anyone, but this is interesting. Love it, love it, love it. What was I gonna ask? Oh, I got distracted with that one. So to add on again, one, y'all, I have never, ever in my years amount of life ever been married. And I remember what I was gonna say. And I would say right now, if I decide to date, I would be dating for moments. And the reason I say that is because, like Larissa said, the dating pool does very much have pee in it. It's dirty. It's very much community pool. It's very much community pool. And the reason I'm going to date for moments is because it's in those moments I'll find someone I can marry. You know what I'm saying? And people may think it's wrong. One, I'm not a serial dater, so I'm just not just out with somebody every day. One, because I'm tired. Taurus is we like to sleep. So if I even decide to go on a date with you, be grateful. Be very grateful. However, I'm really just dating for the moment. I'm not dating. You know how some people go on a date and they would ask 3,750. Oh, well, what your kids look like? Do you have kids? How your mom? How your relationship with your mom? Like, okay, well, what do you do for work? Okay, well, like, I ain't got time for all that. I don't want to know all that. Don't tell. If you tell me, cool, I'll listen because, you know, it's the conversation. But I ain't finna ask you all them questions because I don't want to say I don't care. But on date 1 and 2, I don't care. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And I'm sorry, it may be wrong, but I don't care. Because at date 1, I'm going out with you because I was attracted to you. So let me just look at you right quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me make sure that, because my vision is bad. So on date 1, I'm just making sure you cute as I thought you was. Because I'll meet somebody out and about, and you know they'll be cute for a second, and you be like, oh hey, you going to date with me, da da da, or you give them your number in that moment. You're talking on the phone, da da da, back and forth, back and forth. Now it's, hey, let's go on a date. Well, realistically, I low key done forgot what you look like a little bit. So when I go on this first date, I'm like, okay, now I can see you a little close up. I got a longer time to look at you, so my eyes can kind of focus. I need to know if I like you for real, because you might be ugly. Your energy might be ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to feel that first. And then, okay, all right, he cute. Okay, I'm feeling it a little bit. Now, date 2, we may start having some real, actual conversations, because anybody who has ever shown interest in me will tell you I play too much. Like, I play entirely too much. Matter of fact, anybody who knows me, male, female, will tell you she play too much. She play too much. You know what I'm saying? And if you can't play with me, it ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I had a discussion with a coworker about dating because, listen, he will wing stop and movie a person to death. Okay, that's his dating thing. Listen, you ain't finna wing stop and movies.
So like at home, or are we taking a Wingstop to the movie theater?
No, we going to, not Wingstop. I'm sorry, that's the wrong place. Buffalo Wild Wings, yeah. So we going to Buffalo Wild Wings to sit down and eat, and then we're going to the movies, or vice versa. We going to the movies and then we're going to Buffalo Wild Wings. Sorry, I said the wrong place. It's wings, all about wings, something about wings.
You eat chicken, though.
It's Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm like, you ain't finna do that to me. And I said the reason that I may not be the best person to date is because I want experiences in dating. You know what I'm saying? I need you, if we're going out, I need you to take me to the Bridgerton experience. Are you gonna dress up in a whole tuxedo for me while I dress up as a princess? Like, are you gonna do that for me? If you're not, we ain't matching. I'm not. Or even if you will not, because everybody got a suit. You ain't gotta have the whole thing. You got a suit in your closet because you done been to a funeral. Stop playing. But
I know some people don't have no suit.
Well, then rent a suit. Find a suit. Get your brother's suit. I don't care. A person that got a suit, okay? But the point is, like, I don't take me to the movies. One, because even if you talk to, you can't get to know me at the movies. Because if you talk to me, I'm gonna look at you crazy. Because not you talking to me while we at the movies. No, and no. Don't talk to me. I'm here to watch the movie, which is why I go to a lot of movies by myself. Because don't talk to me. But like, let's go bowling. Let's do an activity. Don't take me to no place I'm gonna be bored. Don't do it. And it's gonna cost you some money, because even if you go to Top Golf, you spending about $200 by the time you done golf 2 rounds, and heaven forbid you get hungry or parched, because that's expensive. I'm just saying.
Speaking of cost of dates, ladies, how do y'all feel about paying for dates?
You should always have your own money.
Yeah.
Don't order nothing
Agreed.
that you don't have money for.
Oh, you better have this little New York accent. But yes, I agree. Like, I don't go on a date that I can't afford unless I was surprised. Like, I may have been dating somebody for a little while and they may surprise me and be like, oh, wait a minute, because I definitely was on an anniversary date and they took me to this place. I didn't know where we were going, and the bill definitely was like $300 and something, and my half was a good portion of that. But I didn't know I was going there, so I wasn't prepared. You know what I'm saying? In my defense. And if you brought me there and surprised, that means you was already ready to pay. But definitely have your own money, especially when you go on a first and second date. I have no problem paying my way. If ever we get to a date and a guy say he don't have it, do you at least have your half? Like, I hope you have your half, because why would you bring us
Yeah.
if you ain't even got your half? Because I can pay my side. That's fine. I also don't go on dates when it ain't payday or when I ain't got no money in the account. I just don't feel like I should be out dating when I need to be making some money. Like, it's just not a thing for me. Before you guys answer, I want to add this from the chat. Elsie says, I'm an American native and my culture is so different compared to the Southern culture. I have some real culture shock. My sister-in-law was dating an artist who she found was a cheater. After 10 years, she finally left him. He dated her to wife her and still got his hands dirty. And what are the must-haves in what you call husband material? That was 3 different things. I just blended that all together. I'm sorry, y'all.
We need Dr. San to answer that.
Well, the thing I will say material for a husband is everybody's an individual, everybody's different. One sister may want, I need my man to swing with me. That's perfectly fine if that's what's
You
in
mean
your
at the park,
wheelhouse.
right? No, I'm joking.
Hey, I have a couple that she brought him into the lifestyle and now he loves it and she's mad about it. That's what happens though. But you have to have your boundaries, and that's that whole relationship vision thing that I keep talking about. A lot of us get into relationships and we'll say, oh, I figure it out as I go along. No, you can't figure it out when as you go along, especially if you're as old as I am. Like I said, I'm an open book. I'm 46. When I started dating my husband, it was 5 years ago, but I've known him since 2000. So when you was talking about, all those questions, Tony, I feel you on that. I didn't have time for that. That was like a lot for me. Well, how many kids you had too? Where'd you go to school? UGA. Well, what happened? I
What
don't
you do
know.
for work?
Yeah, I didn't feel like all that. And the
How
thing
many
about
brothers and sisters you got?
right, I didn't want to answer all that. That shit was annoying, especially, and I'm trying to figure out how I can make my next $1,000,000. I didn't want to do that. So what ended up happening was I don't think if I wouldn't have known my husband as much as I did, even we were just friends, platonic friends. We never really spoke on an emotional level or anything like that. It was just strictly at work. We used to know each other from work. But I think if I would have had to have those filtering questions, I don't think we would have made it. So I when it comes to husband material, you have to know what you want. And the only way that you're going to know what you want is you stay by yourself and figure out what you need in your life, and then see it goes all about that compliment thing, who's going to match up to that as far as, supporting you in your lifestyle and what you want.
I agree with Dr. San specifically when she says everybody is different, because husband material is what you communicate it to be. We have talked several times about about communication. And at the end of the day, nobody knows what you want until you tell them. You know what I'm saying? So a person may have everything that you want and need inside of them, but if they haven't been put in a position to use those skills or to use those feelings or to use those type of things, then you may never see it. Like a lot of times people say, women bring out the best in men. And I wholeheartedly believe that to be true because one, we just better. You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking. But we're planners, we're thinkers, we think beyond. You know what I'm saying? Men are doers. It's like, okay, what do I gotta do? And sometimes we think, bigger than what they're thinking. So if they have a plan, it's like, okay, well, I want to build a box. Okay, well, do you got the materials to build the box, or what type of material? Which material will bring the better box? Like, I mean, we overthink sometimes. So we'll overthink a whole extra portion of the solution. So if you don't communicate to that man, like, hey, I need someone loving. I need someone that's a handyman. Cause listen, I want my husband to be handy. Okay, can you fix the car? Cause I don't want to get a mechanic. But but yeah, like communicate what you want. So your husband material, like if you know that you want a husband, like Kim said, she like a chef. So it would behoove the husband to know how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Or else they both gonna be frustrated because he gonna be looking at her like, I'm hungry. She be like, I'm hungry too. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't sound like a good husband material for her. But for a woman who loves to cook, it may not be that important that her husband knows how to really cook. He might know how to make spaghetti, and he make the hell out of that spaghetti, and he make it every now and then, and she fine with that. Like it just depends on what you want and what helps you become a better you. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to be in any situation that takes away from you being the best you that you can be. That's I don't know if that helped at all, but Matt says, I went on a date. If I went on a date, I will always pay for the girl. Aw. Listen, I'm hungry right now. No, I'm joking.
No, I'm about to say the same thing. Hold on now, Matt.
I'm joking. Does anybody else in the chat have any questions that they want to ask or add or feelings or anything? If not, I'm gonna let y'all marinate on that and throw your questions in the chat or comments or concerns or whatever. And I'm gonna ask everybody on the panel. Tony got a whole panel, y'all. I'm gonna ask y'all on the panel. I gotta find the perfect way to word this. Cause y'all know I play too much. I play too much.
You sound like it's about to be spicy.
In the situation for dating with the marriage in the moments, one reason that I personally don't like to be like we keep saying a serial dater is because I feel like with dating a lot from women, it's almost an expectancy to be super sexual in the sense of like, okay, I'm taking you out to dinner. Now I wanna have sex. Like we done ate some food. Let's have sex. And with dating, with that being the expectancy, I'm like, oh, I ain't trying to sleep with 4 people in a month. Like that ain't that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? This thing need to be clean. I ain't got time for y'all. And y'all dirty. And according to my friend, y'all all shareable. So I ain't trying to be sleeping with a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Let's video chat. Let's do like Bumble. You know how Tiffany Haddish and Common was dating on the video app right quick. Let's Bumble like right quick. Video chat me date. You know what I'm saying? Let's DoorDash and video chat because I just hate being in those moments where now it's time that y'all done went on a date, y'all done ate, y'all had a good time. I don't like people to pick me up because I need to go straight home. You know what I'm saying? They looking at you looking at them, and it's like, okay, what we finna do next? What would y'all say are the best ways to, one, I don't want to say get out of those moments, but to handle those moments to make the dating experience more enjoyable?
I always tell my friends, listen, if I text you, hey, that means to call me. It's time for me to go. Or I got a friend already on standby in my car, in the back seat, laid out like a creep, waiting to pop up anytime in the restaurant like there was a family emergency. I'm just saying.
That friend is A1 because ain't no way I'm finna sit laid back in your car all day while you on an hour, 2-hour date.
Oh, they do it. They do it. I need my escape route.
Larissa, what do you think?
I'm more of the type, I'll tell you what it is and what it ain't gonna be ahead of time. Either we're gonna go on this date and do whatever I said it is or ain't gonna be, or you can stay at home and I can find the next person. It's too many situations, diseases going around to be playing with people. As your friend said, and I can agree to just a wee bit, everybody's shareable. So I don't know where you was last night, the week before last night, that kind of thing. So
Or right before this
I'm
date, because people do
right.
double dates in a day.
Or how about this? Who's at home? So I am very much I will tell you up front what it is, what it's gonna be. And you agree, we going. If not, well, Larry will take me.
Not Larry. Spencer said also it's so uncomfortable and awkward to have to put out a PSA in advance. How do we get rid of that awkwardness?
I talk too much. I'm just gonna say it. Break it up, move around.
Well, I personally, well, let me ask you this: do you want the Decatur Sam version or do you want the Dr. Sam version?
I
Because
want
those are
both of
two.
them.
We
Those
want
are
the Decatur.
I want both of
hey,
them because I'm an only child and I'm greedy. I want all of it.
well, the Decatur Sam version would be, you can do what you want. You know, yes, there's diseases out, but again, I'm a sexual educator as well, so there's ways that we can have sex appropriately, and to cut down on transmission of things. That's the Decatur Sam version. Do what you want. You shouldn't feel like you are. Do what you feel. Whatever your sexual truth is, that's what it should be. A lot of women do feel shame because they're not supposed to be you know liking sex, and they don't want to be in a whole lot of relationships, but they want to have sex. I mean, that's fine. If that's what you choose to do, that's your body. Just do it, protect it, and make sure that there's no, everybody's consenting and there's no animal or children involved. That's my thing. Now, the professional side of me is to say, make sure that you have your guidelines, make sure that you have, your vision. But I mean, as a woman, like I said, I'm completely transparent. There's a sometimes you don't want to go by the rules. Sometimes you feel like, okay, well, I want to do something different that is out of my norm because you need that energy charge within you. So, whatever it is, just make sure that you be safe. If you don't want to have sex with that person, you're not obligated just because they paid a little funky ass $15.99 at Chili's for you. You're not obligated to have
First of
sex with
all,
them.
not chilies.
Hey, I'm just saying, but
Chilies, baby back ribs.
exactly.
If you take
So,
these and have those expectations, your expectations are a little high. Can we just start there?
right. I mean, I just met you. You want me to have a whole sex session with you, and I just met you, and no, so men have to realize that as well. But if that's what you choose to do and never talk to that person again, just make sure you're safe when you do it. Make sure somebody knows where you are. Make sure that you're fully protected and do what you feel.
Is that the Decatur version or that the professional version, or was that both all in a bundle?
That was kind of all in a bundle.
Okay, okay, all right. We got a question in the chat. It says, as a wife, are you obligated to have sex even if you aren't getting satisfied every time?
No.
It depends. Are you biblical or are you not? Because the Bible said, you know what I'm saying? Because the people like, well, I'm going to say the people like to say the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible is up to interpretation sometimes. Like, the people say the Bible said you're not supposed to keep it away. However, comma.
Yes. Now, the question again was, if you're not satisfied,
Yes, it says,
if
as a wife, are you obligated to have sex even if you aren't getting satisfied every time?
you should be satisfied every time. And what you need to do is you need to be more vocal about what you need in the bedroom. If you're more vocal about what you need in the bedroom and you're starting to get what you need in the bedroom, then it won't be an issue. You're going to be wanting to do it all the time. Now, again, I'm a mom of two kids that are in the house, three bonus kids. I have run a full-time business. I have a dog, a husband, I have all that, other family members. But if you're not vocal and say, okay, I need this tonight. How's he ever going to know? That's why you're not satisfied. Are you being vocal about it? Are you giving him hints? Are you just laying there? Sex is a two-person or how many other people that you have that are consenting adults
It
act.
might be an orgy.
Right. And no matter what your sexual preference is or how many are included or whatever, you need to be satisfied and you need to be vocal about that. And just because it's a man and that's your husband, you have a say so in that relationship too. And like I told y'all, I'm 46, I'll be 47 in December. I'm too old for bad sex. And I'll have too much longer to live, Jesus. I'm not gonna be sleeping with somebody that I don't have good sex with.
But if you're married, say you're married, and like this young lady here, and you know what I'm saying, maybe at one point it was good. You know what I'm saying, in the beginning, because sometimes sex could be very much emotional as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you get dissatisfied because your emotions are off.
Right.
I'm not a sexpert, but I know when I'm like in a mood or I'm not feeling my greatest, or even if I'm just irritated with him, like I'm like, this ain't it.
Right. But then that's when you ask yourself, what do you need? Maybe you need the cuddling first. Maybe you don't even need full sex. Sex is more than just the physical part of intimacy. I kind of talk about this a lot. There's different parts of intimacy. And maybe your emotional is lacking. He needs to still know that. Maybe it's a spiritual connection. Maybe you need to invest in tantric and stuff like that. But if there's something that is lacking in another part of your life, it could also affect your sex life and take you out of the zone. So whatever that is needs to be addressed.
Listen, now I've been watching some documentaries now. And I do want to go to some of them little islands and stuff that they be having now. Let me tell you, I know a lot of people that look like me don't be over in them islands, but it be looking interesting. Like I'm a very curious person, and I be like, do this work for real? I could watch it. You could tell me, hey, these things are good, but I'm a hands-on learner. Like I need to see this, and even if I'm not participating in it, I need to see it with my own eyes. I need somebody to sponsor me a trip to Tiki Taka. That ain't a real place, but I need to go to a hut where they be like, close your eyes. I'm not drinking no tea because every time I see somebody drink some tea in a movie, it always had like shrooms or something in it, and I don't want to drink no tea. But I do want to go to a place where they do that type of sexual tantra and all the other good, express yourself, learning yourself. I need to go there. Not because I need it per se, but just because I just want to go.
Experience.
Right. I'm out here for the moments. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm out here for the moments.
Well,
I love it for you.
Yes. Shameless plug. If you follow Let's Learn Love, I have experiences like that.
Look.
I'm coming.
Tony, there you go. Dr.
Wait, but can I listen? Okay, so
we might have to sign up.
I don't know if you want to sign up after I ask what I gotta ask. So at least you might not want to sign up with me when I go. But can I film it? Like, can I make it my own documentary experience?
No.
You would have to get the permission of everybody there.
Or I need a one-on-one.
Or you can.
They say no phones, no nothing. You leave all that in the car. It's a personal.
Well, she said she got her own, so I'm asking her for permission.
No.
I'll say this. It's not just me. It's the other participants as well. If they are good with it,
I need a one-on-one.
I say run it.
Tell them to go home.
Well, that can happen too. It's there's all kinds of ways that you can get the information that you want, whether you want to film it or not. You just have to talk to the right people.
I have not heard the young lady under you speak much. Miss Larissa, what you got to say about the topics at hand?
I am next to you, and I feel
on the stream you're under me. Yes.
Let me see. Let me check. Okay.
On the
Actually, I am under you under the stream.
see.
So I feel like if you are not being satisfied as a wife, that is something that I believe you should have known about prior to being a wife. In my own personal life rule book, Uncle Clifford got rules. I do too. Number
Way down in the valley deep.
99 is if I don't have all the answers to every question book before marriage, then there is no marriage. And I know that's bad to say. This is probably why I'm not married. Again, my husband probably has 5 kids and is already married someone else. He might be looking for me. I'll put my little iPhone location out there. But I just believe if you're not being satisfied, you might not should have been married. You're supposed to teach your spouse everything they need to know prior to marriage so that marriage is fluently working as much
Well,
as possible.
in her
I
defense,
know
she
things-
said she not satisfied every time. Like so, sometimes it's hit or miss. We
But
don't
that's
know
a
what we
lot,
get.
though. Every time you should be satisfied. I mean, you can't be wasting time and energy not to be satisfied, in my opinion. But I feel like if she's not satisfied, just tell her man, hey, swing me from the chandelier. That always changes things. Or give him informative videos, watch videos with him and say, hey, look how she or look how they are. There's ways to get around it. If you're not satisfied, you're not obligated, but try to teach the man or woman or person the next step.
Okay, y'all, this is an additive. She says after her husband retired, he started treating her differently, and I think the way he treats me really has taken its toll.
Mhm.
So,
So-
believe it or not, in my opinion, I think women wear, how they say a man wear his penis on his sleeve or whatever. I feel
They
like
say
women,
that?
yeah, they do.
I'm
Some
finna
do.
look that up.
Some do, I should say. Yeah. Our feelings have a lot to do with a lot of things. If you feel good, you want to do everything. If you don't feel so good, you don't want to do everything. So it may be that the moments can be enjoyable for her. She's just not into it because she's treated different than she was 5 years ago.
That see that
I
that
agree.
that's something to think about, Miss Elsie. Like if all of a sudden sex has changed, like you said, he's treating you different. So all them lovey-dovey bubbles and butterflies and everything done turned into roaches. You ain't feeling it no more. They just irritating and they won't leave. Like it's just not feeling you. But at that time, you still, like Dr. Sand said, you still got to express your emotions. And if you have a man at a point where he's just forgot about you and what makes you happy, and he's just on that I really don't care about you anymore type vibes, there's one or two things you can do. Now, I don't condone divorce because I feel like everybody needs to be happy in rainbows and live and be married forever and ever and ever. But I do understand if something's not working for you and you cannot find a solution to the problem, you gotta let it go. Okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Do not at any point sacrifice yourself for something that's not working for you anymore. Marriage would be great if it could last the intended time of a lifetime, but unfortunately in these times it's just not. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't find a solution after you've done all you can, you do not stand. You go somewhere else. No.
Tell them to swing you from the chandelier. You'll be all right.
I'm in heaven. 4 pretty women on stream. Aw, thank you, Rich Homie Twan. You are awesome. I don't know if my advice is the best because
But I would just say, I would tell her, it seems like she has some other issues going on, which usually is one indication when you're not sexually happy in a relationship, and they just need to speak to someone. Try to figure out what's going on, why the communication is lacking, because women we're emotional. We like to we got to hear what's being said that's good to us in order for us to feel good, in order for us to be really into the sexual experience. I mean, that's just facts. So if you're not talking right, then the sex isn't going to be right. So they need to figure out a way to communicate better, um, it and try to work out that emotional aspect of it.
Or like Larissa said, just tell him to swing you from the chandelier. Or matter of fact, while he's sitting watching the game, just drop down low and get your eagle on, girl. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Make it exciting for him. You said he retired, so some
Yeah.
men when they retire, if work again, I'm not a man, so I don't know, but from what I've heard in life, is some men when they retire, if work was their entire life, and you take work away from them, they begin to feel worthless, and it makes them insides angry and frustrated, and they already don't know how to deal with their emotions, so they don't really know what to do with it. So sometimes you got to figure out if he has changed, what was the thing that made him change, and if you can find that issue and find a solution to that issue, it actually may solve your problem. I'm finna work for Let's Learn Love, y'all. I'm finna be a doctor.
Yeah, do it.
No,
I
I want to work.
recommend everybody.
I don't want my own company. I'm working for your company specifically.
Hey, I will be looking for independent contractors.
I don't want to start a whole nother company. I'm tired. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm tired. I don't want no more companies. I need to change up too because staying stagnant isn't working. Listen, I'm telling you, go get you some lingerie.
You don't need that.
But I'm saying, like, you don't know what this man need. You know what I'm saying? You gotta try some stuff.
But what I would recommend too is he's not the only one who has changed in a relationship. You have as well.
That's the
Maybe
point I was
you,
getting to. You gotta switch up you too.
yeah, you got to figure out what is new and different for you, what draws you in now, because as a mom or as a wife or even as just an older woman, our changes, you know fluctuate all the time, and you have to be able to play into what is good for you.
I would say also like Dr. San said, we are changing in ourselves. I don't know how long you've been married, but if it's over years, then of course maybe different things have happened in your life, so your emotions have changed. You may have gained and or lost weight. You know what I'm saying? I dated someone, and when I met them, I was extremely skinny. I was skinty. Okay, I was a little skinty thing, and then I was so skinty. They tried to feed me, and I just stayed skinty. But along the years, I have picked up, a couple of pounds or two. You know what I'm saying? I like food, mostly seafood. So if anybody wants to send me some crab legs, it's fine. But but I like to eat and not eat. I don't really eat a lot of big meals, but I like to snack. I snack all day long from the time I wake up to the time I fall asleep. I will be snacking. So I have since gained weight. Now I don't think I'm overweight. Well, maybe according to what the people that don't look like me say, I might be overweight.
You
But
just thick, girl. You just thick.
I don't think I'm overweight. But the point I'm trying to make is, I've changed, and so I used to have a complex because I'd be like, I'm full naked, and here I am walking past you. You better look at me. But I also found out with that person that their father had an experience where he, married a woman and she looked a certain way when they married, and over time she had really gotten, quote unquote, what he felt was out of shape. So he started losing that attraction to her. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that that's you, because you're gorgeous, but you just don't know what has changed on you that may have shifted in him, that he's like, okay, well, I love her, I'm married to her, so I'm here. But it could be you gain weight, you might have cut your hair, you may have dyed your hair, you may have, there's so many things, especially with men being visual creatures, that we do and we don't even know. We just like, you know what, I just want to be blonde today because I just like blonde. And he like, my auntie that molested me was blonde and I really don't like blonde. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't know, because men don't always share those little details, and you could be married to them for eons and you still be finding out new stuff about them. So, you know what I'm saying? Just figure out what you can do. Again, after you done all you can, try, get a little sexier. Put on some lingerie that Larissa don't feel you need to have on. Put on some Put on some sexy music, them things that y'all used to vibe. Go back to those places where you were happiest and try to recreate those moments if you can. So basically, y'all saying I need to tie him up and take that shit. Yes, tie him up. Go and get them little handcuffs and then do it. Rich homie going see. Rich homie Twan say, listen, go for it. You put on relationship weight. That's all. That's love weight. Why we gotta be creatures? Everybody is a creature. Creatures. We all creatures.
Love weight is a bad thing, though.
You said love weight is a bad thing. Love weight is like college weight. You just having a good time.
You know what I mean?
You just having a good time. Welcome back, Matt. What? Let's dig into that. The changes and how we can work through the changes in a relationship, whether it be a marriage or a long time relationship.
Mhm.
Exactly. Sex shouldn't be an obligation. Oh, if you with me, you obligated to have sex with me. Stop playing. Stop playing. Don't come in talking about I ain't obligated. The hell you is? Yes, you are. What we doing? That's my release. Stop playing. No. I play too much. I told y'all I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Supposed to say I love my love weight. Jamie, no Tony. Listen. Yes. Why would you come in here and you not trying to have sex with me? This ain't the first day. We done been together for 2, 3, 4 years and you been dropping it down and getting your eagle on, girl. Why you ain't doing it now? Now you want to change. Stop playing. Whatever energy you had a year ago, find it. Meditate. Eat your vegetables. Drink your body armor juice because I heard that does wonders. Like, I mean, figure it out.
Body armor juice for what?
I don't know. I said it keep your body regular. I heard that it keeps your body and stuff regulated. I could be it. I don't know. I just heard that people say, when they drink their body armor juice, they feel better. They energize. They still be aligned. So I don't know. I drink body armor juice simply because I just like body armor juice. But some people say, it helped them with the help down. I don't know. I heard that. But like on 227, you ain't heard that from me.
No, Tony, I do agree with you though. Like the changes do affect a relationship. So you got to keep up, right? So if you was a person that was going to the gym all the time, you got to keep going to the gym so you can have your stamina right. If you got to drink your body armor, keep it flowing. Nothing is going to change. That's the only part I have no problems with my marriage. That part we got sealed, okay? If everything else worked out like the sex part, I probably would have still been married.
I will ask you, Cassandra. I'm over here just joking, but I'm sure you have a lot of people that come into your office talking about, oh, she ain't the same as the person I met her. Well, he ain't the same either. What are some resolves with dealing with that?
Well, first of all, you have to go into any relationship, again, work, family, whoever, that things are going to change because people change. Now, you have to be willing to accept the changes that happen. Now, on the flip side, as a woman, we can't just let ourselves go. That whole self-care time that we had while we was dating, when we was going to get our nails done and getting our hair done, you still have to keep that up. Just because you have a husband and or kids doesn't mean that has to stop. So you have to remember that to keep your self-care. And that goes for men too. Sometimes men don't do the self-care that they had as well. They was going to the barbershop, getting fresh cuts every 2 weeks and, working out at the gym and all that. And next thing you know, they got a keg and they sitting on the couch watching football.
And getting a beer belly.
Yeah. So, you got to understand that everybody has a part to play.
Fortunately, I like a beer belly. Just want to put that out in the chat. A good teddy bear is great for me. Because I'm always cold and I like to be warm.
Well, that's fine. But at the same breath, just remember to keep up what you was doing in the beginning. Continue to date. If even if you're in a relationship, you have to continue to date. Sometimes people they just stop dating. Just because you got the person and you're with them doesn't mean that they want to sit on the goddamn couch every day. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. But
On the goddamn couch.
you know that's not what y'all was doing in the beginning. Now, if there's some financial things going on, of course, that may be a little different, but then you have to be creative. That's where your creativity comes into play. You know what I'm saying? You can't just, like you said, it's all about moments. You may not have all the money in the world, but you better make an attempt to do something that is memorable.
Cause like I told you, I be watching these documentaries, and I kid you not, on one of these little mushy love documentaries, the couple say, they was going through a financial struggle, and they used to just turn on TV and go on YouTube and visit locations, and that's how they used to vacation for a little while. They'd be like, okay, well, we want to go to Maldives, so we finna look at Maldives, and then we gonna go on Google Maps, and we gonna walk down the street, because Google Maps give you detail of what you see. Like, Google Maps gonna show you the houses, the street numbers. It may see somebody walking down the street, it just depends. But it's gonna show you, and that's how they used to go out dating for a little while until they could actively really go out to date, a little virtual dating.
Right. So you have to be creative. You got to, like I said, money can be an issue, but at the same time, you have to think of ways around that, because maybe you don't have money all the time, but you have each other and you have an imagination. So use it.
Okay, ladies, since we talking about being creative, what is the most creative date that you have been on, and what is the most memorable moment that a man has done for you? So that's a little two-part question.
Repeat it again.
What is, I'm gonna simplify it because I was saying too much. So what is the best date that you have went on that a man has done for you, or a woman? Because I'm saying this, whatever you do, whatever you are, however you swing. What is the best date that a man or woman has taken you on? And secondary to that, since we're talking about moments, what is the best moment a male or woman that you have been with has created for you?
For me, I am a control freak. So when my birthday comes, I hate surprises. I just hate surprises altogether. So I plan everything. I plan everyone's birthday as well. That's in my family and my friends. I plan everything. I'm the planner. I love things super organized. And this year, someone planned my birthday stay with me. They booked the trip, the hotel, everything, and they flew in the day of my birthday for us to celebrate, and left that night because I went to sleep at like 7 p.m., which is so bad. Like, I'm like, oh my God, 38 is kicking in, whatever. Yeah, I think that's the best thing, honestly. Like, because no one has ever done that for me. I'm always planning everything forever. I think the only time I've never planned my birthday was 15. So yeah, that was the best thing. And then you said a moment.
Well, that sounds like that was a moment.
Yeah.
So what would be the best date that you've been on?
Um, God damn it. I can't even really think about it. Damn shit. Damn, I really dated. That's like the date and the moment all in one. We went to the beach and had like a little picnic. So I guess that's the whole thing, the date and the moment, because no one has ever done that. And I told him never do that again.
Okay, all right. Larissa, what you got for me?
Best date I have ever had was quite a while ago, honestly. I was surprised with a beach trip to a beach. And when I got to the beach, it was like a whole little, not tiki hut, but like a little tent set up with food and eateries and things like that. So that's probably my best date, just sitting out there talking. Um, and the next one's favorite moment or
Mm-hmm.
so I'm a little ratchet. I enjoy the car moment.
You ratchet? No.
I enjoyed the car moments. So, most women want to be like taking out, they want to go to five-star restaurants, things like that. Every moment is not supposed to be like that, right? So I enjoy being able to get, $20 worth of snacks and sit in the car at a park or people watch outside the mall for a couple hours and just talk. Like, those are my favorite moments. Just being able to do some of the simplest, most inexpensive things and being able to actually have time together away from people in an isolated area where we're both comfortable.
Got you. All right, Miss Lady Love. What you got?
I think the best date that I ever had was with a guy. It was my birthday, and he ended up taking me to different spots that were meaningful to us. And we started off going here and then going there. And he was like, remember when we met here? And he drove me somewhere else. And he was like, remember we had our first date here. And then, the first time we ate here. And it was like a little memory lane trip. And I thought that was really creative. And then at the end of it, he did, we had a real date, but I think the precursor to the date was setting up the whole memory lane situation. And I thought that was very creative and it was thoughtful because, a lot of times guys are not really thoughtful. They don't really look into, what you're into or what you want. They just think, okay, well, it has a name tag to it that, that is expensive and she'll like it. But it's all about thoughtfulness and the thought that you put behind it. Like I said, it's not necessarily an amount. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a cheap bitch. Don't get me wrong. But at the
I'm
same
not a basic bitch, boy.
right, right. But at the same time, it was refreshing to have somebody think about me and think about the things that were meaningful to him as well.
Yeah, yeah, I got one biddy, two biddies, three biddies, four
Aww.
biddies. In the whip, my hitters with me. I think we
Thank
need some
you,
more biddies.
Matt.
Five biddies, six biddies,
Shout
nine
out to
biddies, 60.
Matt for dropping a little coinage in the chat. Matt, you are awesome.com. Thank you for the 50 biddies.
Oh,
I'm
Um,
sorry, y'all. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Sandra. Go ahead.
oh no, that's
yeah,
good.
they
Hey,
keep me in the mind.
thanks, Matt. No, no. But yeah, it's just all about memories at that point.
Okay. All right. Um, so for me, let me think. Let me think. I'm kind of like Kim, and I don't like I plan everything, and I want it to be this way and that way. Matter of fact, don't mess it up. But I'm very simple. Like I like what I like, and if you don't know what I like, I'm irritated. Okay, like I like what I like. Everybody and their mama should know by now. I like Coach. Coach is my thing. You could buy me every Coach on the showcase wall. Like you can't run out of Coach purses to buy me because I'ma want them all. Like so even if you can't think of nothing, go to Coach. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got to spend a lot of money on Coach. 'Cause Coach got a whole outlet and they having sales all the time. Stop playing. You can give me some Coach. Okay. Um. So I would say one of my favorite moments would be also a birthday because I guess apparently men like to do grand moments on birthdays. That's a thing. But would be I was really irritated one year and I was like I ain't doing no birthday nothing for no like I'm not doing nothing for my birthday. I'm sick and tired of all I got all these people who claim to fame to call myself my friends and ain't nobody trying to like I feel like a birthday is for me. You know what I'm saying? I give to people all year long, one day, one season, one week, because why not celebrate my birthday a week? But or the month, 1 month, out of 11 months. If I'm giving you 11 months of me, I feel like you should be able to give me 1 month of you. And all these people that claim to call themselves my friend, not even, was thought my birthday come around the same time every year. It's not like it changed, like, Father's Day or nothing. Like, it's literally the same day. Like, how can you shouldn't forget it. You can plan in advance. Matter of fact, you can plan a whole year in advance. Like, if you ain't got no money, put $1 a day. Make a Tony stash. I don't know what you need to do. But so one year I was just really irritated. Like, I'm not doing anything because y'all show up. And yeah, you may buy me a gift, even though, a lot of people don't really buy gifts these days. But, so you may get 1 or 2 people that'll bring you a gift. But I'm tired at that point. I done planned the dinner place. I done found this. I done did this. I done ran. And now I'm at the birthday, but I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to show up and be surprised. So I had a moment where I was rude. Like, I was so rude. I don't even know why they still did everything, because I was cranky. When I'm cranky, I'm cranky. I'm definitely She-Hope. And so they was just playing like, oh, okay, well, I'm sorry. And I was like, my friends ain't doing this and they don't like me. I was going in all the time for weeks. Like, for weeks. And they was like, all right, well, let's go ahead and we got this meeting or whatever at this spot downtown. I need you to meet me here so we can talk. Because, y'all know I'm in media. So they was like, we got to go meet these people. And we got to talk about some business and whatever and whatnot. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I got my stuff. I got my little clipboard. I got my notes. I'm ready. I'm rushing down there. I'm getting mad because, Atlanta traffic will make you have a migraine. So I'm getting mad thinking I'm going to be late because I really don't like being late. So I'm rushing. Get there, park my car, running up all hot, irritated, and sweaty because it's hot in Atlanta all the time. So I get there. And they was like, yeah, right here. It was like in a hotel room, which was awkward, but not that awkward because, again, we in Atlanta. Y'all know people weird like that. So I'm like, all right, cool. We get to Atlanta. We get to the hotel room. They knock on the door, and we waiting outside like we're really waiting for someone to come. And, I turn to go just look at the hotel because I'm just looking around. They pull out the key, open the door, and I'm like, did the person open the door? They like, nah, we finna go in here. So we go in, it's set up, flowers, and stuff all over the bed. And I was like, what? They was like, oh yeah, I got this room for you for the weekend for you to kind of relax and have a good time. So, here's your key, check in, you can go home, pack you some clothes and come back. So I'm already like, what? Oh my God, okay, cool. That's great. That's fine. I'm okay with this. I love a hotel moment. So I get my own hotel for the weekend, me thinking that is it. And I got my favorite Crown Peach drink, which, just in case y'all wanted to know, I do have, us right here with me because it stays close. But
Like a family friend.
Listen, it stays close. But so I'm thinking the hotel room was, that was it. Okay, cool, great, wonderful. We at a hotel. So I go home, pack my clothes, get ready to relax. And the next day, they're like, all right, well, let's go eat. Put some clothes on. Let's go ahead and eat dinner or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool, fine, whatever. And then I didn't do no makeup, no nothing. I put on a nice outfit, but I didn't baddie it up. Because, again, I'm irritated. Like, why my friends don't like me? I get to the restaurant, a plethora of people. My mom is there. My cousin is there. Couple of my friends that I didn't even expect to be there, like even some friends that I may not talk to all the time are there. And I'm like, I was just like so shocked because, like, Kim, I'm like, I don't say that I don't like surprises. I just never expect surprises. And it was like a whole day. So it was like dinner. Then I'm obsessed with karaoke. So we then went to the karaoke. But like, it was like I felt like that person really took time to do something for me, especially in a moment where I was super cranky and mean. I felt so bad. So that was my best moment. My best date is a very simple date, kind of like Larissa's. We went to Applebee's because why not go to Applebee's? They don't have the best food, but they got,
If you be good to me,
Matt, you are just showing out today. Thank you for sending us a gifted sub to Jamie. Jamie, enjoy your subs. There are Tiger Town emotes that you can play with and have fun with. Matt, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We went to Applebee's and we're just sitting there and he pulls out his phone and we just, I get one ear for the headphones, he get one ear the headphones, and we make it like dinner in a movie right there at the booth. And it almost was like we kind of just forgot that we are in Applebee's. It was like just our own personal special date moment. Super cute. Super cute. That's all I got. Those are my 2 moments.
That is cute, though. That is cute.
All right, chat. I know these women got other things to do other than sit here and talk with me all day and all night. I really appreciate them for letting me hold them hostage this long. So if y'all have any last minute questions, throw them in the chat. We'll give you a couple of minutes to put it together. Matt, thank you so much. I just love him, guys.
Yeah, let's shout out to Matt. Well, Tony, thank you for even having me on the show. I've never used Twitch ever, right? So I guess I'll probably start using it after this. I literally only downloaded Twitch because of you.
Listen, you should. Like, one, if you use it to watch people, that's one thing. You could also use it for your own content. Like, you could be an IRL streamer. IRL streamer is just someone who like streams on location. You know what I'm saying? So the events and stuff that you are, they have a category for that where you could stream it from your phone, or if you have a second phone, because I know people like to use their main phone, but if you have a second phone that has service, you could stream live from the events that you can, because I know some stuff is private and personal, but the events that you can stream live from it and people will watch it and comment. I know T-Pain does that a lot. He does game on here, play video games, but he also does IRL stream some of the concerts and some of the showcase. He did what was the festival he just had? He streamed that live, and you could sit on there and watch all the people acts and stuff come up. Oh, Wisconsin Fest, that's what it was. He did the Wisconsin Fest. He streamed that live, so you could, if you were on Twitch, you could, watch it live on Twitch. So that's something you can think of. Or I know you do your drinks with Dillinger. You know what I'm saying? You could also do that here. And it doesn't necessarily have to be only streamed on Twitch. Whatever streaming device you use, you can. There's a lot of people who stream on Twitch. They stream on, like I stream on Twitch and my website. They stream on YouTube Live while they're streaming on Twitch. All the same content, depending on how you set it up, could be used on multiple platforms at one time, except for like TikTok and
Yeah, I got one
Nice.
biddy, 2 biddies,
Matt!
3 biddies, 4
Tonight.
biddies. In the whip, my hitters with me. I think we need some more biddies.
Matt,
5 biddies,
thank you
6
for the
biddies,
25
9 biddies,
bits.
60
You are
Matt is going
awesome.
crazy over there.
Right. I love it. When I tell you, listen, Matt is awesome. .com. We got Rich Homie Twine. He said, y'all have nothing better to do to entertain us. Listen, they do. Don't you see Kim? She out here, got her bathing suit on, you know what I'm saying? She got her feet kicked up, pooling. She might want to go, a little late night dip. You don't know.
Oh, I'm actually going swimming as soon as we get off air. My family's literally waiting in the house for me to get off a live stream so they can get in the pool. They did not want to disrupt, because I'm in a house full of content creators right now, okay? And content is key. And they're like, honey, we got all this alcohol for this Jinx with Dillinger situation. We need to get wasted. We need to get in this pool. We need to create. We've been creating all day. That's why I was like, this is the first time I've created that much. I'm exhausted of creating. The only thing I want to do is drink more, get in the water, and then do this all over again tomorrow again. This is like my first down week. I'm shooting a ad campaign next week with Estee Lauder.
2 biddies,
So
3
like today
biddies,
is my
4
prep
biddies.
week.
In the whip,
So
my hitters
all I
with
have
me.
to
I
do
think
is
we
work
need
on the
some more
computer.
biddies.
So I'm like,
5 biddies,
since I'm
6
here,
biddies, 9 biddies,
let me get
60
some stuff in, because then I'm not gonna have time for like the next 2 weeks. So Might as well. And everybody on here creates. So why not?
Thank
They
you
helping
again,
create
Matt, for the
content.
25 more bits. You are
Wait, he said,
awesome.
Matt, I need you on my Twitch when I get one.
Thank you, Matt.
Word.
I appreciate you. There aren't any more questions in here, ladies. So if y'all could just kind of tell people what y'all do. I'll follow you if you get on Twitch. Matt said he will follow you if you get on Twitch.
Okay.
And he is amazing.com. Spencer said you showing out. Isn't he? Isn't he?
Yeah, I got
And
one
there he
bitty,
goes
two
again
bitties,
with 30
three
more
bitties,
bits.
4 bitties. In the whip, my hitters with me. I think
Alright
we
now.
need some more bitties.
There
5
he
bitties,
goes
6 bitties, 9
again.
bitties, 60.
Thank you. Money Matt, listen, you are not taken for granted. I appreciate each and every. I appreciate you being on the stream, hanging out with me. I appreciate our random talks. There was times where it'd be a stream with just me and Matt. Like nobody was in here. Like it just me and Matt. And he would just hang out with me and talk to me while I sit here and talk to myself. Like it was oh goodness, need some water. It was awesome. Yes, Mousy, it is raining in the chat. All right, ladies. Let everybody know what I was trying to say is let everybody know, once again, who you are, what you do, so they can, remember, y'all got some wonderful things coming on. Larissa is a content creator. I don't know why she'd be trying to downplay herself, because anytime I need to know where to go eat, she send me somewhere amazing. Never have I ever not. I'd be like, Larissa, I want to try something different. And she'd be like, girl, just go here. I'm like, oh. And it'd be amazing. Huh?
Yeah, I got 1 bitty, 2 biddies, 3 biddies, 4 biddies. In the whip, my hitters with me. I think we need some more biddies. 5 biddies, 6
Matt,
biddies,
thank
9
you
biddies, 60.
again. Again, thank you. You are having too much fun with this. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, so I'm sorry, ladies. Smelty, yes, he is. He's making it rain. Making it rain. This must be some good content today. He making it rain. Again, ladies, let us know who you are, what you do, how you can help the community. Y'all know what to do. Y'all do this. Y'all not new to this. Y'all true to this. Anybody can start.
Okay, I guess I'll go first. Hey guys, I'm Kim Dillinger. I am a artist manager and a media personality. I run a company called On Third Avenue Management. I help creatives get to the next level, but you got to have something going on, okay? Just don't be thinking you need a manager because you just want to say you have a manager. You need to have something to manage. Also, if you're someone that wants to work in the fashion industry, I'm also a wardrobe stylist, and I will be having upcoming class right before New York Fashion Week start, where I'm going to teach you how to break into the fashion industry without even wasting your time or your money going to fashion school, because I did not do that. And I worked for some of the biggest publications, one of them, Vogue Japan. So easiest way to find me, follow me on Instagram at Lights Fashion Dillinger, or you can just Google me, even better, Kim Dillinger, and everything that I've ever done, you're going to find it. Simple.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
All right, I'll go next. So I'm Larissa. I go by Fantabulous Royal. I am not a content creator.
Yes, she is.
I film content and I store it and I never post it, so that's why I'm not a content creator.
Yes, she is.
I travel for foodery or eateries. Those are words that I made up, and bargain shopping. So I will pick a random day to drive to the next nearest state. Sometimes not really the nearest. I just get in and drive. And I will go to different restaurants and film about the experience, the menus, and the food. I also bargain in salvage shop as well.
Content creator. Good night, Smelcy. Good night, Jamie. Have a wonderful night. All right, Miss Dr. Sam.
Okay, well, again, my name is Dr. Cassandra Parks Evans. I am a relationship, dating, and intimacy coach as well, and consultant, as well as a sexual health educator. I have a company here in Metro Atlanta called Let's Learn Love. And in August next month, I will be going to Florida to talk at KushCon. And I will be talking about how CBD and hemp enhances a healthy sex life. I also have a lunch that's coming up here for 40 and over, talking about it's called Bombshells Over 40, and we're going to be talking about sexual health, women's sexual health after 40. A lot of times we let it decline. Even in our 30s, we let it decline. We don't go get our pap smears as much. And we have hormonal things going on that allow us to have issues with our sex life. So we'll just be talking about that.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming on and have a chat with me, letting me, consume all of your time. I just be stealing people's time. So I really appreciate y'all for taking the time out to come and chat with me and come in to chat with my audience. Chat. Thank y'all so much for being awesome. Money Matt, you have been phenomenal today. Everybody with your questions, your comments, your concern, being really engaging. I appreciate each and every one of you. I plan to be off tomorrow. I don't really stream on Fridays. So I will see y'all at the top of next week, y'all. Thank y'all so much for making it a phenomenal week. It has been amazing. Y'all have been terrific. Okay, ladies, y'all have a good night. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Matt. Thank you.
They say trouble don't last always. I know they lie, 'cause I've seen my share of these hard times. And even in better days, I can rewind in my mind and easily revive. Like, ooh, nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Ooh, nobody knows but me and the bitch in the mirror, 'cause she trouble. She's a reflection of the struggle I've seen. Save the girl in the mirror, she's in trouble. Either you sit and watch her suffer, or it's time to get into some trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. It's time to get into some trouble. Trouble, trouble, trouble. It's time to get into some trouble. What you did, what you said, what you know or think you are. Where you been, how you feel, what you think about the things you saw. How you gonna deal with this world? Well, it's time to peel the layers back, girl. 'Cause nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows but me. And a bitch in the mirror, 'cause she troubled.
the raid. We have Lexi, we have Bree, and we have Tony. All my girls showing up. Hello, you guys. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Matt, thank you for the 11 bits. Hello. Bree's cookie jar spilled over. Yep. Definitely. Stream was good. Mini try on haul and gaming. Ooh, what did you try on? And what did you do, Tony? What was your stream today? Oh, second raid, right? Looks like we all fumbling the ball here. Sheesh. Look, Ronan, I'm a very simple woman. I am very, very simple. The only thing that I am very open to work out problems. I'm open to talk about things that might be bothering me and vice versa. But now if you cheat or you're being unloyal, that is where I draw the line. Like, that is something that I will never get over. I go magic for your ass, right? Shoot y'all shot kings. I mean, how you been? Are you gonna ignore my challenge comment? I didn't even see it. Kingsman, what was it? Say it again. What was it? I didn't see it. I'm sorry. With the Warriors, the Ray. Oh, wow. I'm one of the girls. Yes, you are, Lexi. Yes, you are. You look bomb as fuck today. Thank you, Bree. Thank you. She does all love. She with me all the time. Hi, Tony. Hello. I ain't fumbling shit. Yeah. Nails done, hair done, lashes done. Girl, I'm saying, I did my nails today. I did them myself. This is the nail. I did it while I was working, actually, not gonna lie to you. My hair needs to be done because this is all new growth. And one braid came out, so yeah. I went searching for a weave today, but they don't have them long enough in stock right now. And yeah, we got new lashes too. We talked about dating and marriage. Oh, how did that go? We talked about if people date for marriage or moments. What was the conclusion? Do people date for marriage or moments? I have an opinion on that. You might think mini try on haul means a few items. It just means the items she tried on were many. Oh, okay, Bree, you were out here. I'm assuming mini skirts, mini dresses. I'm not mad at it. Guess what? I did my hair myself. We love a sufficient woman, Bree. We love a sufficient woman. I feel like that went fast. The girl out. Yeah, I did. Well, I've been using these miracle drops to have my hair grow more. And what is this? Hair, skin, and nail pills. I take those too. My hair grows like crazy, but it also breaks like crazy. Girl of yours needs to be doing. You don't want to see mine? It'd be like that. When the fuck is the sun gonna set over there? It's not, Kari. It's still daylight. It's still daylight here. All right, don't come at the sun. You guys, thank you for the hype train, by the way. I just noticed that. Thank you for the hype train. Do you want another pop trivia? You're knowing things, hangover comment, sound like a challenge. Let's go, Kingsman. Let's go. I am ready. Maybe. I don't know. I'm always challenging people and missing. You missed my gift sub? Did I? Oh, you gifted Cookies and Brie. I'm so sorry, Matt. Matt, thank you for gifting Brie with the sub. I'm so sorry. Damn, I gotta be like. Winter, is that why you asked me where my glasses are? Is that what happened? How long is your natural hair, if I may ask? My natural hair probably goes like right under my tattoo. The last time I checked. Don't nobody wanna wipe y'all? Gumbo, now what you're doing is speaking ridiculousness. Now that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I can't even believe you said that. I can't even believe you tried to lie to yourself like that. Doesn't get dark till 8:30, 8:45 over here. Yeah, that's true. What will do? Wait, that will do it. You pay for those pillows twice. Oh yeah, I did. The girl told me I need to tie my husband up and take that shit straight out the mouths of. Wait, what? The girls told me I need to tie my husband up and take that shit straight out the mouths of. What is going on here? Schmelzy, what? You're gonna have to reiterate on this. Yoshi-san, thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Thank you. Dating, I'm still stuck on this. I need to tie my husband up and take that shit. That is what I'm stuck on. Dating for marriage is super different. Shit requires a lot of forgiveness and patience. 2 things a lot of people don't have these days. I agree. Let me stop playing. I can fit about 4 fingers on my new growth. Okay, yeah, it's definitely time for you to get your hair done, Bree. My hair is crazy, but I like it most of the time. What's your hair like, Yaran? Sorry. Part of when is Free Balloon Day? I know that is a SpongeBob reference. That I know. Matt, thank you for gifting Jamaica with a sub. See? I saw that one now. I saw it. We can spin the wheel too. Oh, we should have been spinning the wheel a long time ago. Shit. Hold on. ADHD. I'm so sorry. I'm trying, you guys. Where? Open. Oh my god. What you done to me, I can't believe. I'm trying to get my index cards. Alright. Wheel spins. I gotta count them up. Alright. Okay, giving you a layup start. Finish. Song lyrics. My loneliness is killing me. I must confess. Hey. It's Britney Spears. Hit me, baby, one more time. I learned my lesson. Would I have problems dating if I wanted to? W Biggs, what the fuck I just read? Shit, I'm falling behind. You broke though, 4 fingers. Time for a wheel spin. You're right, Matt, you're right. Let me catch up with this chat real fast. I'm a nerd, yes I am, and I'm gonna cheat. Everybody's gonna cheat. Eventually, I think. At least once in their life. Appreciate I know she's I skip half the chat. Oops. Wait. Chinese Indian mix, thick hair, spirals. Mom hairdresser. Very obedient. Alright, let's go. Alex, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let me see. So we got 1 wheel spin. 2 wheel spins. I think that's it. 2.5? Is that what we have? 2.5. Yoshi-san, thank you for the 500 bits. Oh yeah, the other, fuck, 1,000. 3.5. 3.5. Jesus fucking Christ. I am struggling. L Reader? English is my worst subject. I hate that shit. Another layup. Michael Jackson. Name any of the 5 siblings.